What's up, y'all? Workout today. Getting to it. We're getting indoors because outdoors is raining. About to do a quick workout. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and do some painting and some patchwork to one of my units. Get it ready. So follow me along. All right, I got my Kim K Studio beats. So first things first, I'm gonna warm up. Do some lateral movements, some backpedaling, lateral movements again before I get into the basic running of straightforward. So main thing I'm doing here, I'm just trying to warm up these muscles, man. As I get older, it's harder and harder to warm up these muscles, so you should be able to warm up longer so you could avoid any nagging soft tissue injuries or even actual MCL, ACL injuries, that type of ordeal. Then I get on the bike for about 10 minutes and go for a run. A bike ride. And while I'm doing that, just trying to pick up the pace a little bit, also warm up the shoulders. While I'm doing that, I'm focusing on my body, seeing what my body's doing. Is it responding to the bicycle the way I want it to? So then I could kind of figure out if I need to tone it down this workout, or if it's all right if I can push it up as well. So just getting that workout in, warming up those hamstrings, getting that hip motion right, and, speeding up with the speed up, is again testing out the waters, really seeing if I'm able to go ahead and work out the way I want to work out, or do I have to scale it down. So right here, man, just getting in a smooth workout with the bike ride right now. 5 to 10 minutes should do. It doesn't have to be a hard bike ride. You can adjust the hardness as much as you want. As you can see, I just adjusted it right there. So got that going again, just getting the groove, getting that smooth warm up, getting that cycling going. And I'm thinking about what I'm going to do this workout really, and just getting to it. So main thing is, don't force it. If the older you are, the younger you are, have a plan. Just don't try to go out there and do anything, because you could pull a muscle or even tear something, and you don't want to do that, man. So really focus on your warming up those muscles, and then that'll help you throughout your workout, really. So as you can see here, I'm looking at that camera because, man, it is time, and these hamstrings are on fire right now. So I'm just going through it, man. Again, I'm adjusting it again because it's a little too hard with me right now. Them hamstrings are on fire. I'm someone that had 2 torn hamstrings, so got a lot of scar tissues. And if you did have scar tissues, you should get those things massaged out of you. Drink a lot of water after massages to go ahead and get those things out. All right, first things first, again, activating those glute muscles. Firing off, getting those glute muscles off, man, and hamstrings and glute. Again, very important to strengthen those up. If you have weak hamstrings, or if you've had hamstring injuries or glute injuries before, you want to take care of that. Now we're getting straight to it. About to do single leg squats. I like the single leg squats because you're only as strong as your weakest link. So if you have a chain, that chain has a weak link, you're only as strong as the weakest link. So I like to single out and see what's going on, who's my weakest link. And I found out who's the weakest link. So I'm left leg, left arm, left everything dominant, left brain dominant. Look how wobbly that left knee is. That hip is super wobbly. So my base, it's wear and tear on my left because I'm left leg dominant. So we got to fix that. As my journey goes through, I'm, doing it with a 20-pound ball. But as I go through here, throughout my journey, strengthen that up with a lot more exercises of hip exercise and hip mobility. Because really it is, you see how that knee wants to give out? That's basically weak hip. And it could mean a weak ankle too. So got to strengthen up those ankles and that hip. Then going into abs, I like to get in the ab circuit while I'm working out, just to get it out the way, because with business of my own. I don't have much time to work out all the time. So instead of doing 2.5 hours, I break it down about an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm doing the abs while I work out because I got business to attend. Right back at it again. Now I'm doing basically bench jump squats, getting that explosiveness going, making sure that I'm still explosive at this age. Just in case any YN wants some work, I give it to them, let them know what time it is. So making sure I stay explosive. So I'm doing these squats right here, then transition into basic bench squats, get into it. Again, always want that base to be nice and strong because your bottom half should be your strongest half, unless you want to be those noodle knee workers. Then I get those neck workouts in. A lot of people forget about that neck, but somebody hits you with a 3-piece and then you get hit with that cross and they twist your neck around. You could really have some neck damages. So make sure that neck's strong. If you could absorb a punch, and it's not even about a punch, it's just making sure that neck's strong. God forbid a car accident where that neck jerk back, that goes down to your spine. So keep that neck strong. I don't put any weights on my neck. I only do arm weights like I'm doing right here. And make sure you don't interlock the back of your fingers when you do this also, because you don't want to, your neck is very sensitive. Again, it is attached to your spine, so be careful with that. Then I do a light stretch, making sure I don't have any tightness in my neck also. Now I hit them with the shoulder shrugs. I believe it's 60 pounds right here. Hitting them with the shoulder shrugs. With a guy like me with wide shoulders, I do like to keep them strong. So then I got the, showing you the forward movement with the shoulder shrugs as well, getting straight to it. Then the triceps. Today I was focused on the back, so got the triceps going, making sure that's nice and strong, keeping the elbows tight, only moving the forearms, and keeping the knee a little bit bent as well. Then I always got to stay lucid, making sure I move like water out there, like Bruce Lee say, shadow boxing in between sets, just to kind of keep the pressure off and the tension off the workout, because during your workout, towards the end, it get kind of hard, right? So I do something that kind of lighten up the mood. So just shadow boxing. Then we get into the abs again. Getting into the abs, making sure the core is right, because your core is attached to everything. Your core is basically like your transmission of a car. Without your core, you really can't do much, right? So making sure that core is right and doing abs and everything. So right now, just doing single leg. Again, I like to single out things in my workout just to see where my weakest link is at. All right, so now I go ahead to basically hip rotators. I seen this go viral here, and I want to see if I could do it, make sure my hips is right. And I can, making sure those knee taps hit the ground with those hip rotators. Great hip workout. Again, another hip workout here. These hip rotators I am terrible at. I have bad hips, so I make sure I always do this. If you're someone that have bad hips, make sure you do these workouts, because you have to strengthen up that hip. Your hips are essential for any athlete, and not even athletes. Even when you get older, you don't want to have bad hips walking around here like Shannon Sharp, with hip replacements and stuff. And if you didn't have a hip replacement, then it's terrible.